This is the intro to my video. Please subscribe. Woo! Welcome to Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. Today we are starting a new little series of Glitter Mania. And so we're going to be using our half circle, that little mermaid one, and this cool little box. This actually will be a 3-drawer set. The drawers there are on the right. And as you can see, there's 3 little cavities there for the 3 drawers. And they each have little handles too, up in the front there. We're actually going to do 2 of the drawers today, and we just didn't have enough resin. But that's all right. We'll try again next time. Still using resiners resin. We're using our standard 200 milliliters in each container for a total of 400. All right, now it's time to get it mixed up in our dual head mixer. They were a little bit of a problem this time, but not too big of a problem. Next up, put it to our bubble removing machine. That's the most satisfying noise, isn't it? I'm going to use my new nail art. As you can see, it's mostly white with some background color to it. Went ahead and used pink and blue. Next up is my new glow-in-the-dark moons. Followed by my glow-in-the-dark bunnies. And also my rainbow sprinkles. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the other one. I figured that needed some nail art too, so I put some silver into that one. And I wanted to put some resin dye into it, so the first one will get fluorescent green. Had a little bit of a stick there, so it was just kind of a squirt of it. And the other one will have violet. Of course, the company colors being green and purple. So I figured for my first little drawer, I'd do them in the company colors. Now let's get these all spun up. That is looking great. A nice light purple, but also all those fun colors in there. Next up is the fluorescent green. Wow, doesn't that look great? The demolding is included, and I can't wait to show you at the end of the video. Now let's pour. So this is the trickiest pour that I think I've ever done, as there are these 3 columns in the middle here, and they don't really have anything holding them, so you literally just have to keep pouring and pouring and pouring until it actually fills up. And I have to maintain that right wall. I had to fix it a little bit there. I've poured a little bit in, so I went ahead and moved it around, tried to get it to go around. And I kept seeing that this one is getting stuck. And so I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to put my stir stick in there. And that actually really helped. Surprisingly, took more resin than I thought. All right, it's finally getting full. Now I'm going to move it around, try to get the resin to go everywhere. And fill that mold up. All right, scrape all those little bits out. And I realized it wasn't 100% full. It was like 99. And so I actually went ahead and grabbed just a little bit of that purple on the side and threw in just a little bit more into the green so I can get every single last one of those bits out. And just poured it into the back here. The finished product, you can't even see there's any purple in it at all. Now that that's done, let's get the next one done. So these are the little half domes. And I was trying to get each one to have like just one piece of silver or one piece of glitter in it. Next up, let's get the mermaid done. And finally, for today's video, we have 2 of these drawers that we're going to make. These came out so adorable. Little rainbow sprinkles and purple. The only challenging part was the front part just constantly had bubbles in it. That little handle, I don't know how I'm going to get it without bubbles. I think next time I'm going to start filling up that part first instead of just filling it up from the top. Yeah, I took my little stir tool and got most of my bubbles out, but you will see in the demolding here in a minute that it still had a bunch of bubbles in it, but it's okay. Great first attempt. All right. So let's first look at these half domes. Whoops. They sure are slippery. As you can see, I nailed exactly what I was looking for. Really clear, maybe a bubble or two, and then only like one piece or so of the foil. I looked it up. It's actually Mermaid is actually part of a set. I'm gonna try to find the rest of the set. This mermaid tail looks amazing. Now let's focus on the box. I did overpour a little bit, so the bottom does have a little bit of extra, but I know I can sand that off and get the thing to work perfectly. I can see a little bit bubbles in the handle, but overall, I think it's really clear. And looks so cool. Looks really festive. Looks great, doesn't it? As you see, yeah, a ton of bubbles in the handle, but overall, I think works perfectly. Finally, for today, we have this 3-drawer actual box. So in the back of it, as you see, there's a little styrofoam to help hold everything in. I finally got it out of the little balsa wood. And it looks great. But it takes me about 10 minutes to actually demold this. So let's speed it up. So I started by spraying water into all of the sides. I ended up just stuffing every single piece with some kind of tool to try to get that pressure off. It was that middle piece that really got me. So eventually I was able to get one side done, then the other side done, and then finally the middle. And so now let's look at it. Doesn't look great. So there's some pieces that sank to the front, but most of it's in the back. And then after a little bit of sanding, I'll be able to get all these pieces in, no problem. Right now, they're a little wide. Thank you all so much. My name is Chris Collected. Trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that is safer for everyone. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.